Hi, I'm here to talk to you about thyroid disease and the problems that it can cause on your life. I'm not an experienced doctor with it, but I've had it for almost 2 years. I'm only 28 years old and I take a prescription drug called Synthroid. I take 100 milligrams. And to answer some of your questions is, what were the symptoms I had during this was I had a huge goiter right here. I could not swallow. I was losing hair on my arms, hair on my legs. My hair was about to my shoulders. It was shorter than this now due to it falling out all the time. I thought I was losing my mind. I gained 30 pounds of weight when I was actually losing a lot. I had 2 children, so this didn't happen until after that. When I went to the doctor, they had explained to me, oh, it's your fault. You're doing this to yourself. Maybe you're not eating right. Maybe you're not dieting right. Maybe you're not sleeping correctly. I knew something else was wrong. So I went and had my doctors blood test me. When they did a blood test for a stimulating TSH hormone and a T3 and a T4. They're both hormones that work in the brain. There's one that's in the brain that is your pituitary gland that sends a message to your thyroid to work correctly. The problem is everybody thinks that your brain is the only thing that needs to work to make everything work correctly, which is false. If your thyroid doesn't work correctly, everything else doesn't work. I mean, you'll get hot and cold sweats. You'll think you have menopause. You'll think you're going crazy because you'll get insomnia, sleeplessness, nervousness. You'll have mood swings all the time. You'll have excessive weight gain for no reason. There is another form of thyroid disease, which is Graves' disease, which causes you to lose weight at a dramatic pace where you cannot gain weight. And that's as bad as having Hashimoto's or hypothyroid disease, in which I have that one. And what I'm talking to you about is I'm only 28 and I have this. I'm no expert, but I have found a remedy that does work. I've stayed mostly away from a lot of glutens, and I've went on a high protein and a high vegetable and fruit diet. I will eat glutens very rarely, which is a very small portion of rice or cereal or oatmeal, very, very low. When I go out, I eat more proteins, which is more meats, like more chicken, more fish. I stay away from a lot of pork and beef. Do not eat those. They will just mess you up, trust me. And I understand with the medication Synthroid, a lot of people will have problems with it. I still go through most of the symptoms on an everyday basis. The headaches I go through a lot of the up and downs that come with it, the tiredness some days having energy. I find the best remedy for getting out is don't, whatever you do, look at your scale in the morning. Don't. My best advice for you, if you've just gotten hypothyroid or you've had it for a long time, put your scale away for the first 2 months. Do not rely on your scale to tell you your weight, due to the fact that a lot of doctors will say you need to lose weight with it because if you don't, you end up with diabetes. Yes, that is true. I've dropped down from 235 to 230, and it's taken me 2 months just to do it, but I haven't stepped in the scale for 2 months. I've left my clothing decide on my weight, nothing else. And my hair has just started growing back, so it's a big deal. The only other problem I've ever experienced is a lot of irritable bowel syndrome, and that can come from, not eating the right things, or the medication itself can cause it. So you take what you get and you get what you give. I've always learned to deal with the card or the hand that you're dealt with in life and just roll with it. And with the depression part of the thyroid disease, whichever it is, try to get a hobby. Do something with yourself. Do something that makes you happy. If you have your kids, go play with them. If you don't and you're older, try making something for the first time. It might help get your mind off of it. Don't listen to other people if they say, oh, well, you haven't lost any weight, maybe you should try something else. Don't. Be around people that are going to encourage you to say, wow, your clothing looked nice on you today, or your hair looks nice. Have you done something different with your makeup? Those will be the key ingredients to helping you drop the weight from the thyroid disease. I've learned in my life with this disease is I've always had the problem with weight, and this is only a bigger issue. And I've learned to just accept the fact that it may never come off. But as long as I agree to eat right, to watch what I eat, exercise, I know I'm still going to stay healthy. And the weight will come down eventually. I just know that it's a hard process, but it takes time. It does. I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions, please leave a comment at the end of the box. I will try to make another video as soon as I come up with any information to help anybody. Another thing is, try to stay on herbal remedies. They work wonders. Very much. And with skin, I have tried a new ingredient and it has actually helped my skin. It's all natural. It has no glutens. It's gluten-free and soy-free, which is great because of the fact that with thyroid disease, you need to stay away from a lot of glutens. So if any of your medications or your multivitamin pills have glutens, trade them in for something that doesn't. Your pharmacy will have something that has no glutens in it. Hope that this helps. God bless you all, and I hope to see you again in the new year.